Sure guys, so behind me is an Audi A5 or Audi A5, whatever you may call it. So the common issues on this one is electrical issues, excessive oil leaks, and excessive oil consumption. Excessive oil consumption is whereby the engine oil is always getting finished. You're always refilling. Every time you must always refill oil. And maybe there's no leaks. You don't even see smoke at the rear. Nothing. The oil is just disappearing. The other issues is faulty fuel pump control unit. Yeah, sometimes it fails. Then rattling timing chain. Then failing timing chain tension. Those are the common issues on this vehicle. So right now I'm gonna take out the front, then do an inspection because there's oil leaks on this one. Notice that the oil leak is coming from the lower timing chain case, the metal one. So I must check out where else there's oil leaks, maybe on the sump or maybe the rear main seal, all those things. Then we are gonna go to the infotainment system to check what is wrong there, because the infotainment system is also not working. Everything there on the infotainment system is not working. So, and there's also an engine light. We're gonna have to diagnose it, check the fault code, and see what may cause that engine light. Then I'll do everything with you. So there are some other things that are not important, so I'll just have to skip them, just like removing the front. You can see the siliconator was here. There's always a siliconator somehow. There's a few missing bolts. I've got one from here. Okay guys, I'm done replacing the lower timing chain cover, the leaking one, the one that was leaking oil. So now I'm gonna check what is causing the engine light, and also I still have the low oil level sign on and the TPMS, the tire pressure monitoring system. So that one, I think the way it's already turned red, so I think it's an issue with the sensors. So the sensors needs to be changed because it's saying check all 4 tires and all those things. So I think it's the sensor, because I'm still getting it on the diagnostic tool, and also I'm getting the camshaft position, intake camshaft position over advanced. So I think that has something to do with the oil control valves or solenoids, those ones in front of the camshaft actuator. So it also has something to do with oil pressure, if it's not the timing or if it's not the camshaft vanus itself. So I'm gonna check all those things. I tried to reset it, the engine light is no longer there, and the TPMS is not there. I can't remove that one, it's still there. Also the oil level, let me show you. Also we've got a battery issue. So, and this multimedia is not working, everything here is not working. Also here it's not working, and the radio is not working. So I cannot, you see, add 1 liter. And the time I was removing the timing cover, I saw the oil is too much there. So what I'm planning to do is to drain all the oil. Remember this car, I think the capacity of the oil is 5.5 liters. So I'm gonna drain all the oil just to check if it's reaching that 5.5 or it's more than that. If it's more than that, it means we have a sensor issue, the oil level sensor issue, because now I cannot check the oil level here. This is not working. So okay, first let me fix this multimedia, then I'll drain the oil and check the level. So with regard to the multimedia and the steering control is not working, I'm gonna start with the basics. Remember, every time there's power cut on anything, any feature or anything, you have to first check if there's 12 volts or there's ground going to that whatever feature you are checking. So right now I'm gonna check if we are getting power here on the center console, on the steering control, and the blower fan is also not working. The blower fan is also not working. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna check the fuse. Remember, the first thing you check the fuse. If the fuse is working, then you check if there's voltage getting to that certain part or certain feature, whatever, multimedia. So right now let's go check the fuse and see if we can get the power back on the steering and on the radio. Remember, the car is on, the radio doesn't work, the blower fan, nothing, and the steering controls, nothing. Also that one, the TPMS is there, and the oil level, check oil level. Never mind the fuel one. This one will buy a 5 liter. So there's no fuses here at the back, just an amplifier. And let me check here in front. That's on the passenger side. Let me open here. Here are the fuses. So we are going to check those fuses one by one according to this fuse diagram or fuse map. You see here. So there's one of MMI, radio, instrument cluster, gateway, ignition knock. So each and every fuse is having its own role. So I'm not gonna use a multimeter or a test light for this one, because I think I must just do a visual inspection on all the fuses, because they are not a lot. So a visual inspection, then this one is fine. This one is broken. Let's put it aside. Remember, it's controlling something, so you check there on the map or diagram and see what this fuse is controlling. So that one is also bent. This one is fine. Okay, let me not waste a lot of time. According to the test light, but you can check them one by one. According to the test light that I used, we've got 2 bent fuses. It's here number 5 from the top, then number 2 from the bottom. You see, it's also bent. So I'm gonna take these 2 fuses and replace them and see what's happening. Yeah, okay guys, so I just replaced the fuse, the broken fuse, the 2 broken fuses. So I'm gonna put the car on now and see what's happening. The car is on. Yeah, so everything is working now. Let's check the blower fan. The blower fan is working. So let's go to radio. Radio is working. Hey, what the hell is playing? So yeah, for now we're gonna check the oil level. The steering control is working. So guys, yeah, so it's winter, so the batteries are starting to show their true colors. I changed the other battery, it's also doing the same. I'm changing this one, it's also doing the same. So yeah, I just need to replace the battery and I'll charge the battery, but I have to drain the oil just to check how much oil is added inside this vehicle. So guys, so I thought I should just give you a little bit of awareness for some of the Audi drivers, the ones that have an engine that uses this sensor to check the oil level, and the ones that don't have a dipstick. So you don't have a dipstick and the dashboard keeps on saying add 1 liter oil level at minimum. So the owner kept on filling up with oil only to find that normally these cars they take 5.5 liters, but already I took out the first 5 liter. As you can see, the first 5 liter, don't worry about this bottle. I know this one uses 5W30, so this one is not for this car. I already took out 5 liter that side, and here I took out around 3 liters, and it's still dripping but not too much, so meaning it's 8 liters. So the gauge kept on saying fill up with 1 liter, add 1 liter. So the driver kept on adding. So this is just an awareness that sometimes your gauge or level sensor might be malfunctioning or the wiring might be an issue. So I'm gonna try to find out whether it's the wiring or the gauge itself. So just be aware. If it keeps on saying add, even now when I start the car, when this oil was inside, it was saying add 1 liter, add oil level at minimum. So if you don't know, you're gonna keep adding until it makes 10 liter. I've got one before whereby the driver kept on adding and it reached the 10 liter maximum. So the oil was too much in the car and it started experiencing problems. It wanted to escape wherever the seals. So yeah, that is that.